What is the one thing that a Minecraft YouTuber should be able to do? Is it topping the leaderboards on a popular server? How about being incredibly good looking during stream? No, it's even simpler than that. A Minecraft YouTuber should be able to play Minecraft. And unfortunately, I have failed at that. Why am I in a hole? This is the story of the worst speedrun of all time by me, StrategyTree. Before we begin our story, you might think that the worst speedrun of all time means the slowest speedrun, but that's actually incorrect. You see, the slowest Minecraft speedruns are intentionally slow. The worst speedrun would be someone who is genuinely trying to beat the game, but doing such a terrible job that it's painful to watch. No, he can climb! Even if they had what appeared to be a great start. Our story begins on January 4th, 2026, when I went live in my nicest suit to honor my return to streaming after a 2-year break. I even had a gimmick planned for the stream. Every 20 minutes or so, my mic would get worse with the idea that I had to beat Minecraft before the mic got so bad that I drove away all my viewers.
Hello? How do I sound?
I thought this was a funny idea at the time, and things started out really well actually. My random seed spawned me next to a village and I soon found another one. I gathered what I can describe as way too many beds. Oh, it's a kid. Would I take a bed from a kid? Yeah, I would. And I quickly came across a lava pool. My run was actually going really well, and my pace was crazy. I even created what is quite possibly the fastest nether portal anyone has ever created. And then here, and then here. Absolute cinema! And with my newly built portal, it was finally time to enter the nether. And as soon as I entered the nether, I was also shocked to see a bastion close by. Ooh. Hey, that's something I need, right? I knew I had to get there as soon as possible, and I started bridging over to it. My confidence was rising, but apparently my chat didn't feel the same way, because they started taking bets on whether or not I would fall in the lava, which I didn't, by the way. Okay, 2/4. I see you typing in chat that there's a 100% chance that I would fall, but I didn't fall. So who looks bad now, huh? And who looks like quite possibly one of the best speedrunners of all time? Me! Anyways, I quickly died in the bastion. Ah! No! This is about when the first cracks started to show. Okay, so it turns out that there are these guys called brutes, and even if you wear gold armor, which I was, by the way, they will still attack you. Please. Who came up with that idea? I would like to talk to the Minecraft CEO because I have many things I would like to say. First off, what is it with villagers? Why do they always look at me that way? I promise I'm not weird. They're weird. They creep me out. Anyways, rant over. Let's get back to the speedrun. Is what I would have said if I didn't go into the bastion again and die again and again and again. In fact, I went straight back and died 4 more times. I even brought wooden tools with me. Wooden? What was I thinking? Things were looking bad and I had started to panic. I didn't know what to do and everyone in chat was laughing at me. Should I go find a blue forest place that my chat said could spawn endermen? Should I mine gold and trade it? It got so bad that I even started looking up a bastion guide so I could find the hidden gold blocks, which I did, and I found the gold blocks to trade, and you'll never believe it, but I gave those pigs over a stack and a half of gold ingots, and I only got 2 ender pearls. Are we serious? What are these trade rates? I had the opposite of dream luck. In fact, I was pretty sure a viewer had snuck into my house, booted up my Minecraft, and downloaded a secret mod pack just to make it harder for me. So now, I was stuck. I was out of gold, I only had 3 ender pearls total, I couldn't find even a fortress, and I was desperate. I did not know what to do. Everything was going wrong. Now, any competent Minecraft YouTuber in this situation would take a step back, gather their thoughts, make a plan on how to continue, but not me. I had decided to run in random directions in the nether, fall into lava, and then for some reason, I ran in random directions in the overworld. I ran kind of far away, placed a new nether portal, and I started mining more gold. I thought this was the way forward, but I was just wasting time. I even beat a ghast in trench warfare.
Oh, look at the snipe!
And then promptly died by, you'll never guess it, falling in the nether. I couldn't find my body, and nothing was working. And at this point, I had been trying to beat the game for over 3.5 hours, which is just maybe a little bit below optimal pace. Now, you might think that I was doing bad on purpose to look good for content, but let me assure you, this was not the case. My speedrun was so bad that even my computer decided it was time to give up.
Full frames here, by the way.
Disappointed in myself, I decided to end stream. I had a hard, long think about what had just happened and what went wrong. I even thought of scrapping the whole run just to save myself the embarrassment. After all, I had first entered the nether in like 20 minutes, and over 3 hours later, I had made zero progress towards beating the game. My chat didn't believe in me, my computer didn't believe in me, and I didn't believe in me. But then, I got hit with this weird feeling. It was overwhelming. It was like a voice calling out to me from the depths.
Wait, aren't you a Minecraft YouTuber?
And you know what? That weird voice that definitely wasn't undiagnosed schizophrenia was right. I am a Minecraft YouTuber. Where is my pride? I had decided that I was going to beat this run, and I had to do it in my next stream. I needed to redeem myself. But I couldn't do it by trying the same things I did last time. I needed a different approach, so I reached out to someone for guidance. 2Quarter, the same viewer that said I had a 100% chance of falling into lava. I had to prove him wrong, but right now I needed his help. So I let him teach me some of the basics, and I got to training.
Let's go!
With my newfound skills and my fancy new shaders so that my potato of a PC could actually run this game, I was ready to return to my world. We are not going to die pretty much ever, but this wasn't the same strategy tree as last time. Wooden tools wouldn't cut it anymore, so I got to grinding. I gathered resources, iron, food, anything I might need for my long journey ahead. There were some small hiccups. Ah! But I was quickly ready to return to the nether, and this time it was with a vengeance. This lava-filled, desolate nightmare of a place would no longer scare me. I had given up on gold trading with the pigs, so I was just gonna run around until I found a blue forest, but my chat did not like this idea. They convinced me to give the gold trading one last try, because apparently I missed a ton of gold blocks in the bastion. I had no idea where these were though, so 2Quarter stepped in as my coach once again. With his help, I got well over a stack of new gold ingots to trade, even though he did sort of get me killed.
Wait, keep mining there, to top right.
Ah! You tricked me. You knew they were there. Oh, you. With 90 new gold ingots, things were looking up. There's a 2.18% chance of getting ender pearls from trading, and with those odds, I should average about 6 ender pearls, which would get me a lot closer to the 16 total that I needed. I just had to have good luck. Now, as you probably guessed from the title of this chapter, I did not get 6 ender pearls. In fact, I did not get any ender pearls from the 90 gold ingots that I traded. This was some of the worst luck possible in any Minecraft run ever. But as a seasoned Minecraft veteran, I wasn't gonna let this keep me down. My way forward was clear. It was time to hunt down that blue forest. While I was wasting time in the bastion, something good did come of it. I had spotted the tiniest of blue, way off in the distance.
Isn't that a blue forest over that way?
You know, people say many things about me. I'm old, I'm bad at Minecraft, but one thing that everybody always agrees on is that I have perfect vision and I can see anything.
Dude, I can't see anything.
Now that I had spotted the blue forest, I had a direction. Those endermen never stood a chance. So I started bridging over there, and as I was, my worst nightmare got confirmed.
Yeah, you're schizophrenic.
Schizophrenic?
I installed in your PC.
You installed schizophrenia mods in my PC?
Did you catch that? It was subtle, but 2Quarter had just admitted to installing a schizophrenia mod on my computer. And if he did that, he must have also downloaded mods to make this game way harder than it normally is, just to make me look bad. I knew there was no way this was my fault. So, after the stream, I quickly ran to check my mod packs, and what I found shocked me. There was actually no schizophrenia mod, which means I should probably go see a doctor, but this also means there was no mod to make things harder. At least, that I could find. But right now, I don't have time to worry about that. I still had to get those ender pearls. Now, my greatest strength in life is that I am extremely coachable. Corey, if you're watching this somehow, please coach me. Please, I need the help. Anyways, as I was saying, I am probably the best listener of any Minecraft YouTuber.
I said don't go into the Soul Valley, and you're going straight into the Soul
Well,
Valley.
that's where the thing was!
But being good at listening can also be a curse. For example, what happens if your coach tells you to place a boat for the enderman, and you do, and it doesn't work?
Okay, well, I'm working on it. Hold on.
Next to him.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can Sneak
Yeah.
and move the cat. Yeah, put.
You sure? This doesn't seem to want to work.
No, it's just that the Enderman has more brain cells than you do.
Now you just look silly, all because you followed orders. I knew I had to do this my way, and my way was by creating what I can only describe as an ethical enderman farm. And my trap was really good, maybe a little too good.
It's genius.
I started exterminating the enderman population, permanently destroying the local ecosystem. I started wondering if I was really doing the right thing, you know, massacring these endermen. But then I remembered something, a little known fact. I actually have a history with endermen. I've just been killing these endermen because they look at me funny, and I don't like that. So they therefore deserve to die. And if they deserve to die then surely they deserve to die now. I was quickly becoming the enderman's worst nightmare, their #1 enemy. And so, I quickly got the 16 ender pearls I needed and left destruction in my wake. All that was left before the end was to find a fortress. With no idea where to find a fortress, I decided to employ one of my secret techniques, looking around.
We just need to start looking around a little bit, you know?
I ran this way and that way, and then I realized I was lost, so I turned around and bam, I found it.
Hold. Oh my god!
Now, one good thing about my terrible trading luck was that I came stacked with many fire resistance potions. These blazes never stood a chance.
How is he hitting me?
With my awesome skills, I quickly got the blaze rods I needed and left. I backtracked to my portal, made 16 Eyes of Ender, and I was ready to locate the stronghold. In my previous training session, one of the things 2Quarter taught me was stronghold triangulation. Basically, you throw 2 pearls from 2 different places and could use that to figure out how far the stronghold was. He'd only shown it to me once, but I quickly mastered it.
4.3 divided by 1,000 is 0.00043 blocks. So we're on top of it. This is great news, guys.
Now, as you might know, Eyes of Ender only have a 10% chance to break every time you use them. But I wasn't even stressed because I had 16 Eyes of Ender. So, I continued to track down the fortress, confident that I would open the end portal today. I threw one eye and then another, and it turns out I got really unlucky. I had 4 eyes break and lost 1, leaving me with 11. But that should be fine. The end portal almost never requires all 12 eyes. But that's if you have normal luck. And my luck was anything but normal.
How many eyes do we need? Let's take stock. What? No! No, I have 11!
At this point, I had dumped 7 hours into this one run. Even though I was determined to beat the run during the stream, I had run out of steam. So I vowed to get to the end and finish things once and for all the following day. I ended up making another portal in the end, but I didn't really see anything nearby, so I decided to go back to my original portal where I knew where everything was. This added time to my run, but it also added certainty, something I desperately needed. I made the long run back, went to the blue forest, decimated a blaze, and was ready to return to the end. But as I did, something magical happened. My luck had finally shifted. I came across a random nether portal that I had never seen before. It freaked me out a little actually, because I had no idea where it came from. Where did this nether portal come from? But my chat told me to overcome my fears and go through it. And you'll never believe it, but it took me right back to the fortress. It was my own nether portal that I thought was worthless. I quickly placed the final Eye of Ender, and I was ready to fight the dragon. But before I did, I needed some moral support in the form of my chat's favorite person, Logan, my dog. After a quick pet, my nerves were steeled. This is what I needed. This might be a good time to mention that I've never actually been to the end before, outside of like Hypixel Skyblock. I intentionally didn't go to the end in my training montage earlier, so I didn't fully know what to expect. What? Where are we? But I had a secret up my sleeve. Up until now, everything I've done made my chat think I was a terrible, unredeemable Minecraft player, but I had a hidden strength. I was insane with a bow and arrow. I don't know why, but for some reason it just always clicked with me. I started sniping the crystals left and right. They never stood a chance. I even made a sick water bucket clutch that I am including in this video because literally not one person in my chat said anything about it. I mean, check this out. Bang! Insane clutch! Anyways, I was doing such a good job at sniping the dragon that my chat told me I should finish him off with my bow. This was my moment. I knew once I landed this shot, I would cement myself in the Archer Hall of Fame, my glory never to be forgotten. So, I shot the dragon and immediately beat the run. Just kidding. Shoot him. What is hitting me? What? No, no. You might be wondering what just happened, so let me break it down for you. Basically, I shot this arrow, but it wasn't strong enough, so it came back and hit me. I then got knocked into the air and flung into the void, dying just seconds before killing the Ender Dragon. I was heartbroken. I thought I had thrown it all away, but there was something I didn't know. Wait, is this does the damage stay? Apparently, the damage persists. So, I quickly grabbed whatever gear I could find, which was only 2 armor pieces, an iron sword, a diamond shovel, and I re-entered the end. I no longer had a bow, so I had to wait for the dragon to come fight me face to tree like a man. And while I waited, I came up with a way to regain my honor. We're gonna kill him with a shovel for his crimes. I can't reach. Let's go! And so I had done it. For the first time in my life, I had beaten the Ender Dragon. I might have cemented myself as one of the worst speedrunners of all time, but at least I can say I'm now a speedrunner. And who knows, maybe I'll secretly practice for 6 months and become amazing at speedrunning or something, and then like maybe upload a video titled, I secretly practiced speedrunning for 6 months to prove everyone wrong, or something like that.